So we're back on the Ford Ranger finally. You guys wouldn't believe this, but we've actually had this turbo and manifold out probably 4 times today, and it actually took us like maybe 3 or 4 hours to do so. Everything is so extremely tight in here, and so what we had to do was just kind of fight it. And if you have, for instance, just to give you an idea, if you have the studs in on the number 4 cylinder, you're never getting the manifold in. So you've got to take the studs out and then fight it in there. And so what the big issue was today was just constantly seeing how everything was going to fit. So the biggest one was the compressor housing. So the compressor housing actually can only go in one of 2 ways. So or point in one of 2 ways. So currently we have it facing down, and if you have it over a little bit, you hit the bracket down here. I'll zoom in there. So that nut right there is actually the motor mount. And then if you have it too far this way, you come into contact with the dipstick. So it was either facing down or going all the way up. So if we rotated the outlet to up here, we would be okay, but there's no way to run charge piping that way, so it has to go down. And man, what a complete pain in the ass. So we've got our feed line there. We're waiting on a couple more parts. So, you know, we got our feed line, the coolant adapters, the drain line. We got all that from ATP Turbo. We got some hardware from ATP Turbo as well, and then we've got like the oil sandwich plate coming from Mishimoto. We've got a Turbo Smart wastegate going in. So we're making some moves here. It's just going slower than anticipated. And I will say that if someone wants me to turbo a Ford Ranger again, I don't know if I would do it. Especially if they're planning to keep AC. Honestly, if we weren't keeping AC in this truck, everything would be so much easier. But, you know, if there's a will, there's a way. So we're getting there. Hopefully we'll have this one wrapped up soon. Monday, like I said, we've got a couple parts coming in Monday. We're going to do some more fab on Monday. Hopefully get the at least the exhaust connected, the wideband bung as well, and onto that. So we're making some moves. The manifold is actually completely on now. We're not taking it off anymore. I mean, good Lord, I pray that we're not taking it off anymore. But yeah, so that's where we're at on this one. So it's looking pretty good. Once we have everything hooked up and installed, we're gonna go ahead and start working on getting the AC compressor and the alternator back in. So like I said, Monday we got parts coming in. We're gonna start fabbing the downpipe. Another thing that we have an issue with is the lower harness, which is basically like the power to the starter signal, and the oil pressure switch. We're gonna have to move that to the other side of the mount because it's actually in the way of the outlet right there. And then hopefully we'll have a first start here pretty soon.